The internet has decided we love us some depressed Spider-Man. Why? Because there is nothing better than watching your favorite hero get knocked down time and time again. He's sad, depressed, and lonely. That's my Spidey. Man can't catch a break, but he can catch a straight bullet. Spoilers, by the way. Unlike anything that Big D has made recently, I actually watched this movie in cinema. My guy from Tongo's off the clock for this one. So was it a good movie? Yep, it's different to the first trilogy, but kinda in a good way. Oh, it's just Spider-Man 2 reskinned. It's grounded, small potato vibe.
No, God, please!
I think it's absolutely the best Tom Holland Spider-Man film so far. He's grown so much as Peter, and I feel his arc made so much more sense. Not gonna lie, I teared up a couple of times. Me too, Johnny. Bruh. Me too. Only thing missing is Peter struggling to pay rent because when you're down, the bills still be stacking up. Was waiting for an email to pop up on Peter's computer showing him selling videos of Spider-Man to the Daily Bugle because apparently that's all my man can do across the multiverse. People keep saying Brand New Day has no villain, but I disagree because Best Girl Jean was out here acting like a complete villain for the full 145 minutes. Can't believe they did this meme. Not only did she possess some old dude and cause him to get railed by a taxi at full speed, rip, but she forces MJ to attempt suicide by jumping off a bridge.
Mary Jane! Why did you do that?
Low-key sexually assaulted Peter, and she causes Banner to relapse after 10 years of Hulk soberness.
Bruh.
Woman's a menace, and not only does she never apologize for it, but Peter's also just casually forgives her for it all. Does anyone else think Peter forgiving Jean a little too quickly?
Yes, very sad.
But I guess he kinda has to forgive her. Man did give Damage Control the keys to controlling mutants in the MCU after all. The mutant Oppenheimer. But the main problem with villain Jean is just how silly she can be sometimes. Why ask the director of Damage Control what happened to your sister when you could just, you know, do the mind thing? She's happy to jump into almost anyone's mind, but God forbid it's a black person. And that's not the only issue with how Damage Control is treated in this film, because Peter trusting the Damage Control department is crazy. Man's not learnt a thing since Far From Home, or No Way Home, or any previous Marvel film, allegedly. Where's his Peter Tingle to give him a warning about these guys? It's kind of crazy. If Jean is Best Girl, then Best Boy has to go to Frank Castle. Loved John in this movie. He plays the character so well. I think the line between John and Frank is too blurred for my liking, but John did a good job playing John in this movie. I love how casual the wider references are. Peter and Frank have history? Sure, why the hell not? It's truly a comic book brought to life. Nice, now bring this one to life. Unlike Unsolved Paradox, I kinda hope what happened in Staten Island stays a mystery. Like most people, I never watched One Last Kill. Just assume Staten Island was a callback to that movie. It isn't. Nice one, Sony. You definitely know your audience. Javis asking the real questions about John's character development in this one. Oh, what a shame. His Reddit files got redacted. Speaking of redacted files, Ned's muscle memory kicking in was pure cinema gold. Your girl may forget you, but your best bro ain't never gonna forget. Music to my ears. Can anyone tell me why MJ was crying? Better question, why was Thor crying? Would it have been nice for Peter to meet new Spidey friends instead of going back to Ned and MJ? Yeah, sure. But it's kind of wholesome, and you can't help but feel bad for Peter in this. Ned and MJ living their best lives and he just watching the live streams. Lol. Despite a lot of people not wanting Ned and MJ in this movie, I thought they were handled well, and I liked their inclusion. Okay, I too liked their inclusion, but handled well is a bit of an overstatement. Both Ned and MJ get basically zero character moments of their own. Sure, MJ rejected a job offer to build rockets and well, Ned's just happy smoking some liquid IV. Give them something more, instead of waiting around for Peter to walk in with the milk he promised to bring back 4 years ago. How did Ned and MJ afford this massive apartment if she's unemployed and Ned's job isn't mentioned? Would be funny if he actively working with New York's finest criminals to track down Spider-Man. Speaking of criminals, the Hulk doing everything but starring in his own movie at this point. Was he just the lizard reskinned in this? Yes, but I'd rather see a Hulk than a reptile man who ate his own son. Checks out. My god, he's massive. It's the Hulk. You sure would hope so. It's kind of sad that this is the version of the Hulk we expect these days. Tom Holland is just short. Hulk is shown here at Zendaya's height, lol. Nah, see, this is fake news. 5'7" is the average height for men in my local area. Can confirm as a 5'7" dude. Was Hulk low-key wasted in Brand New Day? Yep, but I'm just glad the Hulk is hulking again. Did Hulk work on paper? Only if you don't think too hard about what it means for Bruce's mental state, because we've reversed engineered 10 years of sobriety just to get this one mediocre fight scene. And arguably, Falcon and Red Hulk did it better in Brave New World. For those who saw the movie, is Brave New World required? No. Avoid this movie at all costs. Even if it was required, just skip it. you're better off. And just like in Brave New World, the end of the fight between Hulk and insert title character here ends in the generic Bruce wake-up routine Marvel's been running for years to snap Hulks out of it. It's weird how everyone complains about the typical Marvel formula, but then complains when the movie changes that. Not only did Big Disney get the Hulk fight wrong for being too generic, but they also fumbled the end credit scene by not following their own formula, because I like my end credit scenes with a bit more oomph. Nothing wrong with the indication that Spider-Man is heading to space, but not sure it hit the right note to send us out on, considering the next movie is Doomsday. The post-credit scene will literally never be explained. It's a complete plot hole and makes zero sense for how the tracker is described to work. Kinda agree here. It's not like we expect DP to stop mid-fight and add Spidey's last known location to the tracker. Oh yeah. That is definitely something Deadpool would do though. For anyone who has read the leaked Doomsday script, they already know what is going to happen. Will we all still watch Doomsday the second it comes out? Yeah, obviously. But a more direct tease is also welcome. I am one of those who actually enjoys these scenes, but only when they actually happen. Speaking of things I enjoyed, Yelena doing Yelena things was a nice touch. Surprised at the lack of fanfic between these two, but honestly, just let the man rest at this point. Spider-Man got more love interest than the amount of bad movie ideas Sony has. Says a lot more about Spidey. If you enjoyed this video, you might also enjoy my internet thoughts video on Moana because The Rock sure loved it. If not, you could always, subscribe. By the way, it's custom, bitch.